Welcome to New Stripe City, a YouTube channel for diehard Bengals fans. I'm your host, Ace Boogie, joined by my co-host, the Coach. Coach, say what's good.
What's going on, people? What's happening?
And if you guys are just now tuning in, please be sure to follow Coach on his Twitch channel. It's Delta Kilo 101. Please be sure to do that. He had a big victory last week in the tournament for Call of Duty. So congrats to him. And if you're looking for any dope content there, definitely be sure to follow him there. And then I also started a Twitch as well. He's been telling me to do this for years on end. It's been that I had some issues with like my Twitch account, but I just said, F it. I just started a whole new one. And so I started my Twitch account there as well. I already had technical issues first episode because I had my headset on mute the whole time. But definitely be sure to check both of those out. And sorry that we got a late start to this. We were actually wrapped up talking about a bunch of NFL stuff. So we'll probably, if we have time after this film review, we'll probably discuss some of those topics if you want to, Coach, as well.
We surely can.
Since it's football, right? But we're here today to talk about Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons is a guy, if you guys watched this on the last episode of Cut the Tape On, we kind of talked about Parsons after we looked at what Surtain had to offer. So obviously with the Bengals having a top 5 pick, this is a guy that we would assume be in range for what we have going on. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and get into it. So let me go ahead. I think this is the first game we have. I think it's him versus Iowa. So we're going to take a look at that film, and then we're going to try to look at some other games as well. But we'll get this going right now.
Okay.
I actually didn't even see where he started at. So let me start this over. So this was against Iowa in 2019. So it looks like he's right here.
Okay. Comes downhill, stuff, closes.
That was pretty solid. Tackle. I mean, he took on the blocker. I think he's number 11, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yep. So look at that. He took on the tackle. He sheds him, makes the tackle. And that's what the things that you would like to see from your linebacker. When a tackle comes out on you, on your linebacker, you want to see him shed the block, get in the hole, make it the tackle.
And one of the other things about him is that you can actually use him as an edge rusher as well, right? And so that was one of the things that people talked about when it comes to him, is that you can also rush him off of the edge. So you'll see him up here at the top of the screen right here, coming off as an edge rusher. So that's one of the things that he can use. So it looks like he faked like he was actually going to rush and then drop back into coverage. So it does seem like he has the ability to have a pretty utilized skill set here. So he drops back in coverage a little bit. So that's just, I guess, showing you that he could be used as an edge rusher. So that's kind of a Swiss Army knife thing to kind of confuse offenses in terms of what he can do. It looks like he's moving around a lot. Is that weak? Is he on the strong side or weak side?
Looks like he was on the strong side.
Strong side.
But at the same time, so if you want to see a player comparable in the NFL, reminds me a lot of Devin White. Not maybe the same speed, but the same instincts.
Yeah, his instincts were like that was smart right there. Like him, it might not seem like much there, but him just seeing that guy was open, he kind of made the quarterback second guess there, what he was going to do, where he was going to go with the ball there. So we got another one here.
Play recognition right there in the hole, meets the fullback in the hole, makes the tackle. And that's what you want out of a linebacker. If we could get Josh Barnes to do this, we would have had a better season.
Definitely.
See this?
So he takes on the blocker. Come here.
See, look at that.
So the one thing that I look for, just me personally, if I'm taking a linebacker that's like in the top 10, and I would say Raekwon Davis, I would say Devin White, I'm looking for a guy that has a high IQ, like Coach is saying, has some great instincts, has some athleticism. I'm definitely looking for ball skills. Like you gotta have something that other linebackers generally don't have, right? Whether that's, being able to pick the ball, rush, all of this stuff. That's what I'm looking for a linebacker that I'm taking in the top 5 to the top 10. It's got to be someone that's bringing all of that to the table. I always use the scale. I tell you guys, like, when it comes to receivers, I kind of use the Megatron. AJ Green scale, what I look for. For this guy, I'm looking at the Pat Willis scale. That's what I like to call it. And obviously, there's different
one of the best to ever play.
Exactly.
And don't get it twisted, because he is one of the best to ever play. Just because he retired early doesn't mean he's not. And when it comes to linebackers, when it pertains to the Bengals, if you look at it, when we have a linebacker that plays lights out, i.e. Odell Thurman and Vontaze Burfict, we tend to have better seasons. It's just facts.
Ooh,
Look at that. And he almost picked that off.
I think it looked like he was about to kind of rush on this play. So he makes like a step up. So he does this right here, steps up, and then goes that way. So that seems like he was that like a pass rush move that he just used there?
Yeah, so what he did was he probably signaled to his lineman that he was coming in and went across the formation to try to get in for a sack and whatnot. But like I said, same skill set as Devin White. Maybe not as fast, but definitely the same skill set. Look at this. When you looking at a linebacker, you want to see how well he shed his blocks. If he is not good at shedding blocks and then getting in position, that's not the linebacker you want. You can see that from him.
Drops over in coverage here. All right.
Did he make the tackle?
Nah, he didn't.
Okay. I was about to say, like,
he it looked like he's running like in a zone coverage right here. He's gonna move over a little bit. So he
look how he just signals to his lineman. Yeah.
So he does have the smarts there. Then he's moving over there.
I was about to say, if he made that tackle, I was about to be like, yo, he got over there extremely fast.
Comes off the edge here. All right. The only thing that I say, and this is a small sample size, I'm not seeing an intimidating guy. I'm seeing a very smart linebacker, a guy that really knows what he's doing, can put guys in the right area. I'm not seeing and I guess the best way that I can explain it is like how Reuben Foster was just like murdering people on the film. I haven't seen that yet. Now, it's still early in this game. Obviously, this is just one game, but I'll continue looking for it. But I like my linebacker to have that Vontaze Burfict, Odell Thurman kind of nastiness in terms of his hits and stuff like that with it as well. So let's see what he's got here.
Pass coverage.
Right. That was a decent little hit that he laid on the fullback, or must be a wide receiver, number 10. All right. Was that the tight end? Or was that the fullback? Okay, no, he didn't even lay the hit. He was just out here in coverage. Okay.
Yeah. So he came from the backside.
I'm getting finesse linebacker vibes right now, I guess is what I'm kind of getting at. For me right now, it's not really, and that may not be a bad thing.
Let's see here how he takes on this blocker right here. So he comes down, takes on the blocker, takes him out of the play.
Okay, 3rd and 6. So we got him over here, strong side. He's dropping back in coverage. He's there. I like his coverage there. I loved his coverage. For that to be a linebacker, to be able to cover this guy like that, you'll see him on this side.
Especially at 6'3", 245 pounds.
So, nice. So, he's a guy that you could possibly put on tight end mismatch. We'll see. We'll see him more in coverage. Obviously, that was just one of the many snaps he's had, but I think that may have been the first man-to-man snap. So here he comes and doesn't make the play.
He takes himself out of position, but he gets good penetration. I'm assuming his job here was to get penetration. Yeah. So thing is, he didn't over pursue the ball. Made him turn it back inside. There he is again in pass coverage.
Nice little jam there.
Yeah.
Okay. Moves back. Sees it. He's a very smart linebacker. Like, the one thing that I will say from the last two guys, whether it's Surtain and Parsons, they do have high IQs. You can see why That was a great move right there. He didn't get there in time. I really wonder what his 40 time is gonna be.
Yeah.
Cause like he's moving, but it's not like like it's not like that defensive end got there faster. Maybe he was in a better position because he had to kind of stop and go all the way around.
Mm-hmm.
I really just want to see him rush straight off of the edge.
Let's see here.
Oh, so this is him right here. All right.
No, he's in pass coverage.
That's a super holding. I don't know how they didn't call that. He was holding that dude like the whole time. Let's watch this. He was holding this dude the whole time. Like holding.
I think in college that's not the rule in college.
Okay, so in the NFL, he can't do that. In the NFL, he can't do that. He probably can get away with that in college.
Yeah.
But not in the NFL. All right.
Yeah, you just not going to – what I'm saying is you're not going to trick him. You're not going to get him out of position. Like right here, look at this. He's staying home. Look, he's looking straight from the running back to the quarterback. He doesn't even crash down inside. He just looks, make sure the play doesn't go outside of him. What's
up, Bob K? Appreciate you. My bad, y'all. I haven't been paying attention to the chat the last couple of episodes. Am I higher on Surtain or Parsons? It's hard for me to say. We haven't reviewed all the Parsons stuff right now. I'm not gonna lie, I can't speak for the coach. I'm kind of disappointed right now from Parsons. Me personally, from what I'm seeing, he's not bad, but it's not like this is a can't miss. It's not like Devin White, I guess, for me, from when I watched Devin White's tape.
Okay.
Oh, that was a bad miss there too. Now maybe this might be a bad tape for him, right? I'm not gonna say that this speaks for all of it, but right now I'm slightly.
He can't miss that tackle. He can't miss that tackle.
He can't miss that.
Nah, he cannot miss that tackle.
Somebody said I think J.C. Horn is a better corner than Surtain. Would love to take a look at him as well. I think I've heard a lot about him in terms of the top three corners. I've heard about Farley. I've heard about Surtain. Obviously, we did Surtain, but we'll definitely take a look at Horn as well. So let's see. Gets blocked there. Still makes the tackle, though. So that's not truly a bad play. I didn't like that he got blown off of the ball as much as he did. Yeah, they just tried to show him getting lit up.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why they did that, but so far I'm seeing a smart guy. He's got the instincts. I'm not really seeing the hitting that I wanted. I'm not seeing the athleticism that I thought that he had. He has unique size.
But look how he's making the calls at the line, though.
Yeah, he's very smart. He's definitely smart. Like you said, he's making the calls there. He's putting guys in position. And I think that that's what you want from your linebacker, right? You got to have someone that's going to be able to counter your quarterback.
Right.
And so it's weird because the thing that's weird, and maybe this is their scheme, right? He's lining up by the edge looking like he's going to rush, but they never just straight up send him in.
Yeah, because it looks like what they're doing
it's like
is
right there. It's like he was watching the screen. I think he was watching the screen there, which was a smart play by him. So let me go back. Let me see if I can – hold on. Let's stop this. Let's slow it down a little bit.
Because it looks like what they're doing is they taking everybody – they took all the linebackers out of the middle and put them on the edges.
All right, so he's a smart guy. That's one thing I'll say is he's smart. So it looks like he was waiting to see if they were going to come with the screen right there. So that's what I got from it. Is that true, Coach? Does that look like he was waiting for the screenplay?
Yeah, he was trying to make sure that the running back didn't take off to the flat on
the flat or something like that. Yeah. Right. So we got him here.
Yeah.
All right.
See, okay, sheds the block. He makes the tackle there. Okay.
Right.
Well, my thing is, I don't like the fact that he plays flat-footed a lot. I would like to see him come a little more downhill, a little more angry. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, like you hit the nail on the head. He doesn't strike me as angry. He's just like, okay, I'm gonna make the smart play here. They're not gonna get off of this.
That was a good sack, boy.
See, he's going to come out here. All right, I got this dude in the flats. Defense is going to get the sack. I'm not seeing like coach is saying, I'm not seeing him come down the field angry. But
Yeah,
sometimes and there's a gift and a curse with that because sometimes you play too angry, you can play kind of wild. And
right.
see, I needed to see him tip
Mm,
that. I needed to see him tip that. Some kind of deflection, and maybe this angle will make it
let
better.
me let's see here.
So maybe it was a lot higher than I thought. Yeah, I think
No,
that was pretty high. That was pretty
yeah,
high.
and that was a good throw because he
That's a
threw it.
great throw.
He threw it on the. He's looking inside, and the quarterback threw it on this side of him for the receiver to catch it.
All right, he's in the flats there. So they utilize him. It looks like in the zone,
I don't
and
like
in
that scheme. I don't like
man.
this scheme that they running though either though.
And it's hard for me to say that he's good at one particular thing.
Yeah,
It's hard to say like what his bread and butter is because it looks like they've asked him to do a lot. So let's see here. He's sitting. Okay, he's just in coverage there. So we got about 3 more minutes of this tape. I'm wondering what quarter we in. Maybe I kind of want to skip ahead to like the fourth quarter just to see what he's got going.
my thing is whoever put this tape together though, they could have left some of these plays out though. That's just my opinion.
Facts.
Here he is right here.
All right, here we
Okay, look at
go.
it. There you
This
go.
is what I
Woo,
wanted to
okay.
see. That's
Okay.
what I want to see him in terms of how you
Yeah.
start to see him on
Is he
that
gonna
blitz.
press? Is he gonna press the hole when it's time to rush? Like,
All right, now he's coming through and boom, he's there. Disrupts the whole play. Now that's what I want to see from a linebacker that's being hyped up like Parsons. And he even had a little bit of a thump on that one when he hit the quarterback.
right.
I just want to see that on like a wide receiver. I just want to see him catch somebody slipping. All right, he's getting his lineman to work the right way. Yeah, nah, man. I don't need any pancake stuff there. I don't need any soft and fluffy taps. Like, nah. That running back or whoever that is needs to be worried. Sometimes you just got to send a message mentally, like, I'm not about to give you no love taps, bro.
Exactly.
Like this right here. And I mean, it's small, but like, nah, bro.
Okay. So I see what's going on there.
You see what I mean?
They playing. Yeah, he playing man to man, and he over there really trying to see what the quarterback's trying to do instead of worry about the running back and smack him upside his head. Woo!
See, that wasn't him though.
That's
what I want to see from him. I want to see boom, like boom. That dude's sticking him 54. I want to see a hit get, and maybe that's just me because maybe we came up in the era where you had to hit him with that stick, the hit stick era. I still remember when Coach hit somebody like that. You could hear the whole hit in the whole stadium.
Okay.
Oh. I like that though. I like that his momentum carried over so much that it pushes another dude all the way back. So let's see. Yeah, he comes through. I'm blitzing. All right, now I'm still gonna get through. Boom. Yeah, I like that. I like him as a rusher a lot.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering, like you said, with their scheme, why didn't they do more of that?
Like I said, I don't like this scheme that they running, man. I thought what's the coach's name up there? Franklin. Thought he had a little more, you know what I mean? I thought he had a little more
picks him up. That leads to I don't know which down it was because they haven't really shown, but that would look like it was a major play there in the red zone.
He steps up. He's watching. Okay, he's watching. Okay.
All right. Yeah. Out of bounds. That's major.
Yeah, he got good instincts. It's more like I don't know if he's trying to play it safe in this game or you know what I mean? Like, but
he's smart though.
Yeah, okay. Oh wow. That was a good cut by the running back though.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
Because he met the fullback in the hole.
All right, moves over a little bit. Sees.
Yeah, see, he met the fullback in the hole. The running back just made a good cut.
Okay, so that was his film on Iowa. I don't know if we want to
maybe fast forward.
Let's see what he's doing. This because this is when the game is on the line. This is when I need you to be making these plays. Ooh, look like that dude could have actually made a play there. It just seemed like the quarterback was kind of hurried by the pass rush.
Let's see what he do here, and then we can go to.
So now he's playing in the middle, right? Looks like he's playing inside.
Yeah, he's playing the strong side.
Usually they've seemed to kind of use him at outside linebacker.
Okay, he's coming across. Okay, so
doesn't make the play there.
Good. No, his teammate makes it. Number 13 look like he made the play.
Yeah. Looks like he saw something going on.
The thing is, he got the play recognition down, and that's what you want to see. Because if we go, like I said, we always compare to your peers.
Right.
If you put Josh Barnes in that same position, I've seen him not be in the right position on so many occasions right there. And so on that same exact type of play, getting blown off the ball by Cleveland's offensive lineman.
3rd and 14. Oh, okay. I was about to say. Did he catch that?
I don't think so.
All right.
Here he is right here.
All right, let's skip ahead a little bit more. I think this is him right here.
Yeah.
Yep. In coverage. All right. Now, I don't know if it's that these dudes are so smart with Surtain and Parsons that they feel like they're wasting their energy on plays like this where they're going to get it here and he just feels like I don't have to go 100% because they got him.
I've seen it a lot more with Surtain, though.
We saw it a ton with
Surtain. Yeah, disinterested. But let's see here. Let's see what he does here. Okay, so he has a running back. Okay, ooh.
So he was just in coverage again. That wasn't anything too crazy. I mean, if I'm just going off of that film,
yeah,
not a top 5 pick for me. Not a top 5 pick.
Didn't jump off on the screen at all for me.
I'm kind of disappointed. So I'm hoping that this next film that we pull up here is going to be better. And we're going to go to the one against, I guess, Memphis or Minnesota, Coach? Which one? Or Buffalo? Which one?
Memphis or Minnesota? Let's go to Minnesota. Somebody a better competition.
All right. Let's get it. All right. All right. We're going to get this pulled up for you guys. If you can, in the comments, let us know what you guys think. Super chats are open. It does guarantee that we will read any of your comments. If you have any questions or concerns, you can also put those on there. And then, of course, we'll try to keep up with what you guys have going in the chat. But I'm hearing, not impressed at all. I'm kind of disappointed, man. Like, I really was looking forward to watching Parsons. And so far, we'll see. But I'm not going to go off of just one tape, right? So here we go. We got another one here. Here he is. All right. Okay.
I see him.
I don't know who that was back there that got cooked. Didn't look like it was. So he came here.
I couldn't even see the play. It's
just rushed. Yeah, this dude just kind of caught them over the middle. I don't know where that corner was, who was guarding him, or what happened. All right, here it is right here. All right. Doesn't seem to like really want the contact either. And it's kind of weird to say that as a linebacker. Like, he'll do it, but it's not like he's like.
See, this is the thing, though.
Okay, I like that rush.
And the play before that, he sheds the blocker, and that's what I like to see, though. Especially from young linebackers.
Shed block.
Like, took himself out the play there.
I don't know what this is, why they're having him blitz.
What is this scheme they're running, man?
Okay. But, like, why do you stop after that? Like, that's disinterest. Like, I don't know if he's trying to just be smart. Like, I would get injured if I dive in on that, but this isn't football. You're a linebacker. You need to hit somebody in the head. Like, right. Well, not in the head, because that's the wrong thing to say.
Nah, we know what you're talking. We know what you're talking.
Yeah, you got to hit somebody, man. Like,
See, right there. Shares the block, gets right there in the backfield. So he got good instincts, but to Josh Holland, the three linebackers that we drafted are not that great.
All right. So jumps in there. I like that. I like those instincts there. Jumped in on that play.
Did you see Josh Barnes play this year? I don't think you had.
Doesn't make the play there. Yeah, bro. I'm gonna need some coffee watching these highlights, bro. Because this is not boring. It's kind of boring, bro. Like, I'm sorry, and no disrespect or anything.
They ain't got a highlight tape on him or something.
Man, I almost want if YouTube wouldn't hit us with that joint there.
Yeah,
then I would. But this is, yeah, he just got broke. Nah, bro. Like nah.
Did he get broke off? He got broke off. Did he get broke off?
Tyreek Hill was going to the
ran himself out of the play.
Tyreek Hill is going to the house on that, man. Tyreek Hill is going to the house on that. Like,
let's see here. If he don't make this play, no, you got to make that play. I like that he still recovered, but you got to make that play. That's a big lineman, though.
That is a big boy. 78. That's a big dude. Yeah, I haven't seen a big hit yet. Correct me if I'm wrong. I haven't seen a big hit yet.
No.
So he's not a thumper, which it's not the end of the world if he's not a thumper. Somebody saying watch the Memphis game. It was in the Memphis game, Melly, was he better? Because I don't mind going to the Memphis game because I'm not really seeing nothing here. Okay, so did he make he didn't even make the play.
I don't know why I don't know.
How do you not make that play? What happened here? That's supposed to be you. That's you right there.
He got out.
That's you right there. You still didn't make the tackle.
Out of position.
All right. Okay.
And then out of position again.
Somebody said Melly said Memphis was more entertaining. Yeah, bro. This is not top 5 to me. So, I'm not a pro or anything. I'm not saying that. No, I'm a scout evaluator or anything. I'm just saying me personally.
No, you are a talent evaluator. So that's the whole point of this.
Right.
Evaluating talent. And you just don't jump off at the screen at me. You know what I'm saying?
No, all I'm saying is if somebody is like, Ace, you're not an NFL scout. I'm not. I know how to watch film. Like Coach is saying, we know how to watch film.
And it's a lot of NFL scouts that ain't never played football before either. So how about that?
That's facts. That's facts. But this ain't it. That's all I can say. This ain't it.
What's the dude named Mike Mayock? He got a GM job and never even been an NFL scout before.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. All right. So, somebody said that this was.
Yeah. Overall does not impress me at 5. Kyle Pitts is looking more and more like the pick for that slot.
Man, I can't wait till we get to Pitts' tape. Like, I hope that I don't think that I'm gonna be let down because we've seen Pitts flash off of other people's
tape. You know what I mean? Not on his tape, but other people's tape. We flashing on the screen.
Right. So let me see. I was trying to access this Memphis game. Let me see if I can get it again. That was that trash Iowa tape. This is Memphis. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, it's not even letting me look at the Memphis game. So
Gaither might have better speed, but Gaither has to learn to be in better position, and that's been our problem with linebackers being out of position.
Yeah, I'm not. It looks like the Memphis tape. Unfortunately, hold on. Let me see if I can download it. Let me see. I might be able to get it real quick. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to download it. We're going to watch it in my QuickTime player because apparently when I was trying to just watch it from the straight-up tab, it didn't work. But so far, I guess while this is downloaded, I'll just say that was kind of overrated. I do agree with Melly right now. I'll see. I'm just not getting Devin White vibes, bro. At all. I'm not even getting Reuben Foster vibes from that. I don't even. And I'm not saying Reuben Foster is amazing, but you got a sense of excitement when you were watching Reuben Foster play.
Mm-hmm.
Like you just could tell that Reuben Foster really loved. And I'm not saying this guy doesn't love the game of football. He knows the game of football. But some guys, they just like Vontaze and some of the guys that we talk about, they just thrive off of those plays. Like I'd love to hear this dude mic'd up because I would feel like he wouldn't even really be.
I don't even get Navarro Bowman vibes from him, man.
You say you don't even get Navarro Bowman vibes from him? Yeah, I'm disappointed, bro. I'm not even gonna cap.
Because that's why I was thinking that his game would be more like when I first saw like highlights of his tape. I was like, okay, this might be the Navarro Bowman type,
right?
And then now I'm watching his film. Iowa, Minnesota, and these are opponents in the Big Ten that they just supposed to just kind of go right over, and I don't see it dominating. He should be dominating those squads.
Yeah.
Even though Iowa always plays everybody hard no matter what, and so does Minnesota, but still, those are not for Penn State. They're usually especially as of late, they've been the number 2 team in the Big Ten, and for him not to dominate those 2 teams or have some type of dominating plays.
Right.
Nah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I was kind of disappointed. Hold on 1 second. Let's see. Trying to find what happened here.
Dante Moak, no, he's not that bad. Dante Moak was pretty bad, but
hey, Dante Moak was very bad. That is funny. I have not heard that name in so long. Dante Moak.
What was the other dude? Muckleroy? What was the other dude, man?
Yes. Roderick McElroy. Not that good. Not good at all.
Yeah.
Man, Bengals just have had some tough luck at the linebacker position. I mean, I even think about Emmanuel Lamore, which he wasn't bad, but he wasn't like really good either. So Bengals
I just couldn't believe we kept Dhani Jones as long as we did, though. But that's
right. Yeah, Dhani. Now when you look back on it, he wasn't that bad compared to some of these dudes we had. But I get it. He's not like, and you might have just low key gave up a good example, bro. Like he's got a lot of Dhani Jones to his game. A lot of
faster though.
A lot of finesse.
Because Dhani Jones was looking like he was running with cinder blocks on his feet, boy.
All right, so we did get the Memphis tape. We're gonna let this start going.
Preston Brown was definitely garbage.
All right, here we go. So this is supposed to be a little bit more of an exciting game, according to the chat. So
we're not checking out the O-line because the O-line is unanimous of who we're gonna take. Everybody's gonna want Sewell, so there you go.
Yeah, they do want to. So just in case he is gone, we will have to try to look at like Slater.
Oh, he out of position. Oh my goodness.
Paul Dawson. I usually like Paul Dawson. I don't know why. Like I don't know what happened with Paul Dawson, to be honest with you. Like I don't know what really happened with Paul Dawson, because if y'all remember, he had like that game where he had about, if I'm not mistaken, 11 tackles in like a preseason game. All right. Yeah, I'm not seeing it with this dude, bro.
Let's see here.
I'm not seeing it with this dude. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful or anything, but I'm just laughing at myself because I really tried to talk myself into believing the hype that these people were saying about this dude. And I'm kind of disappointed in myself. For even just buying in. This is why you got to watch stuff for yourself, man.
Okay, that was a good play, but dang, man, like
he's talking about flag. You don't need a flag. What you need a flag for?
Right. Stop complaining.
All right. Yeah, man. I'm not seeing it. Somebody said cut the tape off.
Yeah, cut the tape off.
I'm with you, bro.
Hey,
saw enough, man.
Hey,
We saw
look,
that,
we can
bro.
talk. Let's talk about what we was talking about before we got on onto the stream, bro.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Let's do that. Let's do
yeah,
that.
let's do that because this dude is not it. Like
No,
I'm not taking
no.
him at
That
five.
guy is that guy is
Get him
finito.
up out of here, man. I'm taking I think even coach might take Jamar Chase over that dude.
Yeah. Cause it just and now that I see, hey, who was that said Dante Moke? Yeah, Josh Holland. Hey, you might be right about the Dante Moke vibes, man.
Definitely.
Dante
But
Moke vibes,
one
man.
thing, obviously, in the rest of the NFL world, we got stuff going on now, and I think someone had actually asked early on. So this is somewhat related. It was a question that was asked. I'm looking for it.
It was
All right, here it is.
yeah.
Dave Lennox, Ace, can you explain how the Rams Lion trade could happen after the trade deadline? So the reason that is actually it's happening because it's before the new league year, and when the new league year comes, that's when the trade will be official. So right now it's unofficial, but
Yeah,
it's
it's in principle. In
yeah.
principle, yeah.
So right now, that's why this trade is how it is, and we kind of saw that before with I think it was Alex Smith, right? That ended up getting traded around the same time. But let's talk about this because I kind of gave my thoughts on the trade on Twitter, and then out of nowhere, people said that I was a Matt Stafford hater. Now the reason why this came about is I just simply said Matt Stafford isn't a top 10 quarterback to me. Now I can't speak for anyone else, and he wasn't a top 10 player to me before the trade. He wasn't a top 10 quarterback after the trade. Like you can literally go on this last episode of AFC North Talk that I just had on my other channel, and we actually talked about it because we were talking about guys that could go in other areas. And I had said he's not a top 10 quarterback. He's top 15. My co-host on there said he's not even sure if he's top 15. I won't go that far, but let's talk about that trade in terms of your thoughts on what you thought about that trade for Stafford.
Okay, so somebody in the comments said that the Rams won that trade. Nah. They've mortgaged their entire future away for a below average quarterback, in my opinion. And we're gonna get to this right here and right now. His best season was 32-13. That was the year he had Calvin Johnson, and that was his second year in the league. He had 5,000 yards. He hasn't had any season close to that since. He has not won a playoff game, and he hasn't won over 10 games from that time either. So a below average quarterback who's had plenty of weapons as Calvin Johnson. He had our receiver Marvin Jones. He had Golden Tate. He had Reggie Bush. He had Pettigrew. He had Eric Ebron. He's had good offensive linemen. He had on the defensive side, they've had Darius Slay. They've had Ndamukong Suh. They've had players in place in order to make some type of run. Like, I mean, you can even argue that they've had rosters that are more talented than ours and still didn't win a playoff game. And that just look at these numbers. Okay, so yeah, 2011, he was 41-16, 5,000 yards. He was kind of going hard. Now look at that after that. 20-17, 29-19, 22-12, 32-13. That was probably his last good season, really.
24-10, 29-10, 21-11. I mean, this is just what I'm saying. I think like when I say that he's not top 10, he's not top 10 in terms of the quarterback position for me. Like I said, he's top 15. I think when I get to that 11 to 15 range,
Matty Dalton, yes, Matty Dalton,
definitely in there. So somebody said give 10 quarterbacks that are better than him, and I keep saying a reiteration or a differentiation of these same players: Pat Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, Josh Allen, Deshaun Watson, Russell Wilson, Lamar Jackson, Kyler Murray, Dak Prescott, Matt Ryan. Show me how you can make a definitive argument that Matt Stafford is better than any of those guys that I've named.
And let me give you somebody else.
Go ahead.
Kirk Cousins.
And I said that. I try to tell people, they're like, oh no, bro, there's no way. And I'm not a huge Kirk Cousins guy.
Me neither. But go look at his pull up his numbers.
And this is why I'm trying to tell y'all like, Ace, you just hating. No, I'm not hating, bro. I'm literally not hating. Like we're talking about Matthew Stafford, and I think it's because he's got. And I think sometimes I don't know if you guys are putting into it his arm strength or what that is. I'm not talking about just arm strength. If we want to talk about just arms, yeah. If you're talking about arm talent, yes. But if we're talking about a whole collective of quarterback wins, stats, offenses, this and that, no, he's not that for me. I can't speak for anyone else.
And if you look at it,
when you look at Kirk Cousins' stats, it looks the same. If not, Kirk Cousins
his are better. And look at his completion percentages are better, and his touchdown to interception ratios are better.
All right. Would you say that Kirk Cousins is a top 10 quarterback? No.
You would not
say that. You would not say that. And so the first thing that I said was he's not even better than Matt Ryan, right? And I'm not huge on Matt Ryan. But Matt Ryan, at the end of the day, has an MVP and went to the Super Bowl and has plenty of playoff wins. I think a lot of people are saying, oh, he played for a bad organization in the Detroit Lions. And that's true. Like, yes, they aren't the best organization. They're not the New York Jets, though. Like, there's other organizations that may have been worse than them as well. But is that an excuse that we use for Baker Mayfield? Baker Mayfield has a playoff win, and he played for one of the worst organizations in the league, in the Browns. Like, the Detroit Lions are nowhere in the realm of the Cleveland Browns.
He beat the Steelers, by the way.
Exactly. And he beat the Steelers. So, for me, it just was, if you're going to say that this guy is this and that, I have to have something that I can go to and say he's won a playoff game. He hasn't even done that. He's won an MVP. He hasn't even done that. Has he even, all I'm going to say is, there's so many other people with way better resumes than Matthew Stafford. And for you to
Matthew Stafford
it has to be something where if I look at my own quarterback, I can definitively say, yeah, I'd have no problem with trading my guy for who you got. Because if you're a top 10 quarterback in the league, you're better than 2/3 of the rest of the league, right? So I should be able to say, if I had Joe Burrow right now, it should be like that I would be like, yeah, I would switch Burrow with Matthew Stafford if he's top 10. It's not like that. It's not like that for a lot of teams. Right. Like the Jacksonville Jaguars aren't going to be like, I'll give you whatever for Matthew Stafford, because they have potentially the number 1 pick. And if you're a top 10 quarterback, you're going to think about that. Like if it's Deshaun Watson, the Jags might not say yes immediately, but they're going to think about it, right? Anybody in that top 5 would consider trading away those first round picks for Matthew Stafford if he was that guy. They would do that for Deshaun Watson. They're not going to do that for Matthew Stafford. And that was my point. You're not going to do that for Kirk Cousins. You're not going to do that for Ryan Tannehill, who I'd argue in the past 2 years has been better than him. I'm not going to say career-wise he's been better than him, but when you talk about what Ryan Tannehill has done last year and this year in terms of his playoff wins, in terms of what he's done on the field and somebody on Twitter was like, the Titans are a better team. The Titans were not supposed to make the playoffs last year. Did we forget that Mariota started for them and they were headed downhill and Ryan Tannehill saved their season? I didn't believe in Tannehill. You can go back a year ago. I was like, I'm not believing this. This is going to be Josh McCown, Ryan Fitzpatrick 2.0. And this season, Tannehill went even harder. So for me, he's in that Tannehill, he's in that Kirk Cousins, he's in that, the end of 10, like the 11 to 15 range for me. So I can't say that definitively just because I put Matthew Stafford on the Rams. And I think a lot of people are saying because he's going to be in McVay's system, and that's cool. And I get that. But is he going to turn into a 5,000-yard quarterback again? Now, if he's doing
he still throws a lot of picks. He still gets a lot of his TDs in garbage time, because I don't just watch the Bengals. I watch the entire league if I can. And a lot of his stuff he gets in garbage time. They down 3 touchdowns. And yeah, of course he's gonna throw 2 touchdowns when you passing for 2 quarters straight. Yeah, he's gonna get those TDs. Like, he doesn't get them when they count. He does not get them when they count.
I've never seen him have, and maybe it's because I haven't watched. I've never seen him on a game-winning drive. I've never seen these.
I have. So, I'm not gonna sit there and say that, because I've seen him make some comeback plays. Even when they played Detroit, Detroit played Atlanta this year. He brought them back in that game, and I think they won. Correct. So, but I'm not gonna sit here and say that he doesn't. He get a lot of garbage time TDs though. I'm going to say that. But he has led his teams back from significant deficits that he put them in with his play.
And I think that's just what it comes down to for me. Is I think he is an upgrade. Don't get it twisted. I think he's a tremendous upgrade from Goff. Not as much as people are making it.
They said Super Bowl, bro.
Super Bowl, no. He's not. Nah, I can't give him that. I can't. There's nothing about Matt Stafford's career that has said Super Bowl to me. There's nothing like I can say Josh Allen, even though he hasn't gotten to a Super Bowl, I could see Josh Allen getting someone to a Super Bowl. I mean, he got these guys within a game of the Super Bowl. I literally have never seen that from Matthew Stafford. And the other thing is this. The reason why I felt that they gave up too much is because there were rumors going around that that's where Aaron Rodgers wanted to be at. He wanted to play for the Rams. He had a home in LA. That was a rumor. If I'm going to give you 2 first-round draft picks, Jared Goff, who's a first-rounder himself, I don't care what the contract is, because Matthew Stafford has a contract too. That's why that argument doesn't make sense to me. If I'm only saving $7 million, you still have to pay Matthew Stafford a bunch of money. So that didn't make sense to me. It's almost like you overpaid like too much for him. For a guy to be 32, let's say he has 4 seasons, you don't have first round draft picks until 2024. How are you going to get guys in there? Like, how are you going to sign these guys? Your cap situation isn't that much better. It's not a situation where I'm like, you immediately are going to the Super Bowl. If you trade for Aaron Rodgers, you're immediately going to the Super Bowl.
Immediately.
If you traded for Deshaun Watson, I would feel like you are immediately going to the Super Bowl.
They're going to the Super Bowl, or at least an NFC championship. If they get Deshaun Watson instead of Matthew Stafford, they are at least in the NFC championship game.
Exactly. Like if Deshaun Watson goes to the Bears, right? Are we seriously going to sit here and say that the Rams are still the favorites to go to the Super Bowl? Like if Aaron Rodgers gets traded to the 49ers, which I think that's where he's going to go. He's always been a 49ers fan. He's wanted to go back there. And now since this LA option isn't available to him, if Aaron Rodgers goes to the 49ers, the Rams aren't the NFC. They're not coming out of the NFC to me. So
they in the same division. 49ers, exactly. Rams, Seahawks. 49ers essentially are the worst quarterback in your division
right now. The only one that he's better than right now is Jimmy G. That's it. He's not better than Russell Wilson. He's not better than Kyler Murray. And that to me is why I'm not buying into the whole Super Bowl thing, because you're not even the best quarterback in your own division.
And if the 49ers get him, he becomes the worst quarterback in the division.
Easily. He becomes the worst quarterback in the division. If the 49ers press the trigger, and everyone's saying the Rams defense, yes, they have an amazing defense. Obviously, was number 1 in the league. They've got Aaron Donald, Jalen Ramsey. But guess what? The 49ers got a pretty damn good defense too. Because if he goes there, they got Bosa and all of those boys. And you got to remember, the 49ers were just in the Super Bowl.
Only reason they had the most injuries in the NFL this year. That's the only reason why they're not where they could have been as they were last year, is because they had so many injuries. I think they had almost 25 people on injury reserve.
And they have Jimmy G as their quarterback, who I don't believe in.
Yeah.
So for me, if the 49ers get a quarterback, it's curtains for everybody really over there for me, especially if that quarterback is Aaron Rodgers. Like that would be it for me. So yes, I do think that he makes them a better team. No, I don't think that it's by guaranteeing a Super Bowl just because you got Matt Stafford. Like that's where it just is for me in terms of that. I think Detroit got the better end of the deal because they got out of Stafford's deal. Yes, they got into Goff's deal. They can still get out of that deal in 2022. But here's the thing: Goff is way younger than Matthew Stafford.
Right.
Like Matthew Stafford, if he's old and he falls off of a cliff, I'm not saying that he is, but if he pulls an Eli Manning, you're stuck with that contract. So which contract is worse? The other thing is this: you can still trade Jared Goff to another team. Like right now, the Chicago Bears would trade for Jared Goff.
Yeah.
Right now. The Indianapolis.
I think you can trade him to the Eagles too.
You could trade him to a lot of teams. You could trade Goff to a lot of teams. So for me, I thought that was a smart move for them. They got the number 7 pick. They get 2 first-rounders. They get a 3rd rounder as well. And they still have Jared Goff as another piece that even if it doesn't work out, at worst, you can trade this guy for a 2nd rounder. Like he's not as bad as Josh Rosen. Josh Rosen went for a 2nd rounder, and you might say, oh, it's his contract. That contract isn't going to matter in 2 years. Like in 2 years, it's probably going to be the 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th highest contract, especially with all of these quarterbacks getting ready to get paid. So the money to me isn't really huge in terms of that. But for me, like people just saying like Super Bowl, I think that that's a bit much because if you take Stafford on this team that he has right now, right with the Rams in this playoffs, just this playoffs, are they beating the Bucks? I don't see that. You see that?
No.
You see them beating the Bucks?
No.
Do you see them beating the Packers?
No.
I don't. I don't
see how they beat the Seahawks. I was highly surprised that they beat the Seahawks.
And that's the thing. Like everybody said that he didn't have a good system and stuff like that. Russell Wilson at one point was having an MVP season with a bad offensive coordinator that just got fired at the end of the season because their game was so predictable at the end. Right. So for me, like it's just not a slam dunk that it's gonna happen. I'm not mad at them for making the move. If I were them, this is the moment where I pulled the trigger on Aaron Rodgers. And I think another thing that people aren't taking into consideration is what all they did to get to this point. They traded all those picks when I didn't agree with them to trade them all those years ago. You could probably check my tweets. I never thought that they should have traded up that far to get Jared Goff. He wasn't worth the number 1 pick. So
let's just look at it. We're gonna give a similar situation. Mm-hmm. How long ago was when the Raiders mortgaged their future for Carson Palmer?
That was
2010, right?
2010, right? Yep.
It took them almost 10 years to get back on track.
Yep.
You can't do that. You can't mortgage your future away. They gave us what 2 first rounds?
Stafford than Derek Carr.
You said what?
Do you think that he's definitively better than Derek Carr?
Or no, because I was going to mention him too, but we went on a different way.
That's what I'm saying. If Derek Carr went to the Rams, would people be saying Super Bowl? Like that's but like you said, they mortgaged their future. They didn't get back there. And that's the thing about it, right? Is not only did you mortgage your future, you're also tied to Stafford with all of this money. So you have to hope that it works or else it's a failure. And then a lot of that is also from them trading up to get Goff. They had to give up all of that. They signed him to that deal. And then you traded him for Matt Stafford. And
I guarantee you, Matt Stafford said before he signed before this trade go through that the Rams gonna have to extend me.
Right.
Before I agree to that. So I'm guarantee you he gonna get an extension. Because he got 2 years left on that contract?
I gotta see that cap space stuff. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that goes into it. I gotta see who else they can bring in there. But is he gonna have better weapons? This is a hot take that I want to know. And let's just go based off of this year. Does he have better weapons in the Rams offense than he did in Detroit? I think that's debatable.
It's debatable. It's debatable.
He had
it's debatable.
He had Kenny Galladay. He had T.J. Hawkinson. And I probably am missing some other people. But it's not like he had scrub weapons there. Does he have better weapons with the Rams?
It's maybe slightly, but Cooper Kupp can't stay healthy. Robert Woods is on the other side of his career. And then Cam Akers, he a rookie, but you know he's a running back. So what type of impact is he gonna have?
They had Swift, like, bruh,
Yeah.
he's not coming from somewhere where he didn't have weapons. They
Right.
had Mohamed Sanu, they had T.J. Hawkinson, Kerryon Johnson, Adrian Peter. Like, these were not.
I'm gonna say I'm not gonna count Mohamed Sanu. He's garbage to me. But
okay.
go ahead.
That's
go
fair. But Mohamed Sanu, not too far from being removed as a number 2 with the Falcons, right? It's not like he's a college free agent like M.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
You know who that is,
You're
right? So, like, when you compare the two, I don't think that I think it's almost, you could almost argue that maybe he had better weapons in Detroit than he did in LA. It's arguable. It's a debate, right?
You can debate it.
It's not like what Tom Brady has in Tampa Bay, right?
No. It's not even no.
The way that Tom Brady has these weapons and stuff like that. So we'll see. Marvin Jones, Kenny Galladay, T.J. Hawkinson, like, he has some weapons, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. But the Rams, I hope that this works out for them, because whoever made this deal, if it doesn't work out, like, let's just say the best that they do in these next 3 years is get to the NFC Championship. Yeah. Somebody's getting fired. A lot of people are getting fired because that's way under expectations, I think, for making.
Yeah, because they already been to a Super Bowl.
Exactly.
So with golf, so you could have just kept golf if you was gonna go to an NFC Championship. They don't go to an NFC Championship though, in my opinion. But you could have kept golf, in my opinion. I think they made the wrong decision. They should have if they was going to mortgage their futures, they should have went and mortgaged it for better offensive players or more defensive players, but not for Matt Stafford.
And the other thing I'd say is too, like, the other players that I named, Justin Herbert. Yes, I'd rather have Justin Herbert in 2020 than Matthew Stafford. That's just me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think that you could go to the LA Chargers and be like, we'll trade you Matt Stafford for Justin Herbert, and they're going to say yes. Like, they're not. I don't think that. I think his ceiling is a lot higher. I actually think that Herbert is actually going to have a similar career to Matthew Stafford. We'll just have to see how he wins. But when you talk about arm talent, those are two guys that really have, that arm there. And to me, they really, like, are similar. It's kind of crazy. But me personally, I would take.
Don't take this away from Matt Stafford. Like, Mel Kiper Jr. type thing. He has a rocket laser arm.
Oh yeah.
But the thing is they talk about accuracy in the NFL so much. He has not been accurate as of late. Right. He has not been accurate as of late. And to be honest with you, like, he's about to be, we're the same age. So he's 32 going on 33.
That's getting up there.
That's getting up there, man. And especially for somebody who's never even won a playoff game. Like you've never won a playoff game, bro. At that age, I don't know, man. Like, everybody can't be Tom Brady, man. Like, everybody can't be Drew Brees. Everybody can't be Aaron Rodgers. And stop expecting somebody of Matthew Stafford's caliber to be those quarterbacks, because he's just not them.
Yeah, and just to put things in perspective, Cam Newton is 31. I'm not saying Cam Newton is on the same level as him. Ryan Tannehill is 32. Like,
Cam Newton has been to a Super Bowl. Cam Newton has won playoff games. How many has Matthew Stafford won? Please tell me.
Yeah, you can't. It's an empty resume, man.
Goose egg, bro.
I think that he'll
he one-eyed Willie out here.
I think that he'll get to the playoffs. He may get some wins. I'm not gonna go as far to say as it's almost like, so she'll just think about when Carson Palmer went to the Cardinals, right? And he got that first playoff win. Yeah, he got the playoff win, but what happened in the next game? He got eliminated. So, like, he's not used to playing in the NFC Championship or a championship game. He's not used to those kind of games. So
you don't have to experience any of that. So if he go up against somebody like Rodgers in the NFC Championship, guess where Rodgers going? He's going to the Super Bowl. He's been wanting to get.
I've been here. Like that's when Brady is coming through, when Rodgers is coming through, when Breeze is coming through. Now Breeze is calling it a career. You know, they've been there before, and that's if you don't think that that's an advantage, I don't know what to tell you, because that's like saying Andy Dalton, once he goes to a good team and gets into an AFC championship, that he's gonna beat Lamar Jackson, right? That he's gonna be. I really wanted to say Tom Brady or Pat Mahomes, but that's just obvious that that's not gonna happen. But that would be like if he ran up against like Phillip Rivers or something, and we're expecting him to outgun him. Like that's just not gonna be crazy. That's just not gonna happen. But we appreciate you guys for rocking with us. This started off as the cut
tape on for Micah Parsons.
Ended with some Matthew Stafford stuff, some analysis. This Micah Parsons film review, it was disappointing for me. It was
unbelievably disappointing. I was pretty disappointed after watching Patrick Surtain Jr. Didn't think no one could top that, but hey, look at Micah Parsons.
I think Micah Parsons might have topped
and
that
says, one. "Hey, I got one up my guy Patrick Surtain Jr. Pretty bad tape later. You know what I mean?"
Yeah, I'm almost like, I know we haven't watched his film, but I'm almost like, let me see what Dylan Moses is, because if Dylan Moses supposedly went from a first round linebacker to a third, I have to see how Micah Parsons is.
Wait.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. I have to cut the tape on. That's why we do this. Cut the tape on, because we need to know where these guys really stand. Because
let's do him next. You
Dylan Moses next?
Yeah. Because to me, I don't think, in my opinion, unless it's popular demand, Pitts is a surefire pick, and so is Sewell. So those two right there, I don't think we need to do, because they got it. You know what I mean? But Dylan Moses, you said from him going from a first to a third, that is a big jump, especially if they got Parsons rated as a number one, and actually in the top 10.
Spoiler alert: Gregory Rousseau is not it either. So I'm gonna see if I can get. I gotta wait and see if I can get. The film on Dylan Moses.
Yeah.
But for now, here's a couple players that I have film on now. So I got Kyle Pitts. I got Gregory Rousseau, the defensive end from Miami. Penei Sewell. I've got Caleb Farley. I've got Landon Dickerson, Rashad Bateman. He's a wide receiver from Minnesota. It might have been the dude that caught that catch.
It probably was, because he jumped off the screen at me too. I was like, whoa, okay.
And then Pat Freiermuth, he's another tight end from Penn State. So I have those. I'm still gonna work on getting that one in, but yeah, we'll give you guys that evaluation on it, and we'll see where things go from here. But as for Mr. Parsons, it's a no for me.
Yeah, it's a no for me too.
Facts.
It's a no for me, dog.
So appreciate you guys for watching. This has been the Cut the Tape on.